Today, Justice Secretary David Lammy has made a decisive intervention in one of London's most notorious murder cases. He has personally blocked the transfer of Jake Fahri, the killer of schoolboy Jimmy Mizen, to an open prison. To understand why this decision carries such weight, we have to look back to May 2008. The setting was a quiet bakery in Lee, southeast London. Jimmy Mizen was just 16 years old. A gentle giant, as his family called him. He had turned 16 only the day before. He was buying a lottery ticket, his first one, when an argument broke out. It was trivial, the kind of confrontation that happens every day, but this one turned deadly. Jake Fahri, then 19, lost his temper. He grabbed a glass oven dish and hurled it. The dish shattered on impact. A shard of glass severed the vital blood vessels in Jimmy's neck. He collapsed into his brother's arms and bled to death on the bakery floor. In 2009, Fahri was handed a life sentence with a minimum term of 14 years. But the story didn't end with his imprisonment. Fast forward to 2023. Having served his minimum term, Fahri was released on license. He was a free man, supposedly rehabilitated. But unbeknownst to the public and to the probation officers managing him, Fahri was building a new identity. He began releasing drill rap music under the alias 10. In music videos, he appeared clad in a balaclava, his face hidden, but his lyrics revealed a disturbing lack of remorse. Investigative reporting by The Sun exposed the tracks. The lyrics were chillingly specific. In one song, he rapped, "Stuck it on a man and watched him melt like Ben and Jerry's." In another, he referenced the legal process, saying, "Judge took a look at me. Before the trial even started, he already knows he's gonna throw the book at me." Perhaps most damning of all were the lines that seemed to recount the moment of the murder itself. "See a man's soul fly from his eyes and his breath gone. Seeing blood spilled same floor he was left on." He was even played on BBC One Extra, the broadcaster unaware of who was behind the mask. When the truth came out in January 2025, the Ministry of Justice acted swiftly. Fahri was recalled to prison immediately for breaching his license conditions. This brings us to earlier this month. The Parole Board reviewed Fahri's case. They had to decide. Was he safe to be released again? Fahri's defense was shaky. He initially claimed he didn't know he had to disclose his music career to his probation officer, a claim the panel found to be untrue. He also tried to argue that the violent lyrics weren't about his own life, despite the glaring similarities to Jimmy Mizen's death. Eventually, he admitted he was the artist 10,